Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Throughout the Girl podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching The Flash Season 4. Today I'm talking about Episode 5, Girls' Night Out. This is a fun episode. The ladies of Team Flash were going out for their bachelorette, and the gentlemen out for the bachelor party in honor of Barry and Iris getting married. And I really enjoyed this episode because it's just a fun episode. It's a cool, kind of interesting kind of concept. It's been done in almost every show ever. You always generally have some kind of bachelorette shenanigans, but it's always fun to see a superhero take on these, classic story arcs, throwing a little superpower stuff in there. And so I really enjoyed that. I like the addition of Amunet as this enemy. Finally get introduced to her. She has these abilities with the controlling of that special metal stuff, which is just kind of cool. She's a fun character. She's pretty badass. I enjoy her coming back a few times throughout this season, and I just like the dynamic she has with a few different characters. She's just sassy, and I enjoyed that. But yeah, so she was fun. The gentlemen getting into their trouble and shenanigans, of course, is just typical of those boys, especially with the addition of Digny into the Flash. So you just know they're going to get into shenanigans. I do find it really interesting that Harry managed to stay out of getting arrested, but that's Harry for you. Always thinking ahead. What else do I have written down that I really enjoyed about this episode? There was just this one weird thing where Felicity, Felicity was in this episode, which I enjoyed that addition of her coming over from Arrow to come join in with the bachelorette party. That was just fun. It gives the ladies, their own tech person, so they didn't have to have Cisco kicking around. But she at one point calls Killer Frost the Incredible Hulk, and I'm like, DC, you like doing this. You like calling out the Marvel people in your own thing. And I'm like, is Marvel, is she referring to, the movies in the DC universe? So in the DC universe, do they have the Marvel movies as, movies? Or is she talking about the comics? In which case, it's just interesting. It's a little confusing. But I'm curious, what is that reference? She's just referring to Lou Ferrigno being on TV, potentially? Does that exist in the Arrowverse universe? I don't know. These are the questions these things bring up for me. But yeah, the last thing I just had written down about this episode, we got Drunk Flash, which is just funny. I love chicken wings. It was just a fun little thing to see him have a little fun with the character and kind of get an episode off in a sense where he's not running around having to be the Flash the whole episode. So that was kind of interesting, and yeah, I just enjoyed this episode. It was fun. Not really much else to say, but thanks for joining me today, guys, and have a good one.